continuation of our discussion with regards to delay. Okay? Always remember your Article 1169. The rule on delay. Okay? In Article 1169, however, meron yung exemption. O, yung kakasabi kong situation kanina. But, if you read furthermore, nakalagay dyan yung mga situations. There are 4 actually. Okay, number 1, when the law or the law expressly so declares. Number 2, when the time is of the essence. Madalas ito pag yung mga obligation na to is involved yung mga perishable goods. Yung mga madaling masirang pagkain. Example, ano bang madaling masirang pagkain? Cake. Oh, 'di ba? Yung mga cake, yung mga madaling masira. So, kung nag-order ka ng cake ng Lunes at hindi na deliver sa Lunes, kung walang refrigerator, ganyan. At example, birthday celebration mo, September 25, ngayon. Sabi ng magde-deliver ng cake, ay hindi po namin magde-deliver, bukas na lang. Bakit? Bukas bang birthday ko? Oh, time is of the essence at that situation. So, in that case, rescission can be made. Okay? Again, there are 3 remedies. Oh, tandaan nyo yon, yung 3 remedies, specific performance, rescission, and damages or damages. Okay? Another exception in Article 1169 is when demand is useless, as when the obligor has rendered it beyond his power to perform. This happens especially when the obligor, the one who will perform the obligation, okay, yung ide-deliver niya is already outside her or his capacity to perform. We will discuss that mamaya. Bibigyan ko kayo ng situation. And lastly, when there is an acknowledgement of default. Ito yung i-inform niya yung obligee na I can no longer perform the obligation. Okay? Question. Oh, this is my question. Oh, agwag. Dagita man din amuti answer na Question. Who may be liable for damages? Who may be liable for damages? Who wants to volunteer?
Article 117.
Okay, Eric Cloud, you recite.
So, Article 117, those who in the performance of the operations are guilty of fraud, negligence, or delay, and those who in manner contravene the tenor thereof are liable for damage.
Okay, very good. So, if the question is this one, who may be liable for damages? It's not fraud, okay? It's a fraud. Those who in the performance of fraud, guilty in the performance of fraud, negligence, delay, or those who in the manner contravene the tenor thereof are liable for damages. Always remember that provision. So, kung may negligence on your part, parang yung example ko sa inyo kanina, yung tricycle driver, hindi maingat sa pagdadrive, na disgrasya yung pasahero niya, that is negligence. Okay? Another one, dun sa example ko na si Rosfell hindi nakapagbayad on time sa utang niya. Okay? That is delay. Another one, fraud. Example, si Aishel. Si Aishel, okay, ang sinabi niya na original yung mga binebenta niyang damit. However, upon looking at the items and upon payment of the goods, it was found out na class B lang ito or kaya class A, hindi talaga legit. Okay? In that case, that is fraud. Okay. Question. Recitation. Second round. Okay? May a carnapping or robbery considered to be a fortuitous event? Okay? Is carnapping or robbery be considered fortuitous event? Yes or no? Wait lang. Maglilista lang ako ng pangalan ng mga magre-recite. taga? Yes or no? Mag-mute na kayo. Ay, mag-unmute na kayo. Taga, ano? Lindsay, Erica, ano to, taga, hindi ko kasi mabasa ng buong pangalan mo. Lindsay. Lindsay, Erica, hindi ka nagsasalita. Mag-unmute ka, Lindsay. Hindi ko magalaw si Lindsay, no? Rosfel. Naririnig niyo ba si Lindsay?
Hindi po, ma'am.
Hindi siya gumagalaw, no? Bigla siyang nawala. Okay. Pugal. Kate Pugal. Paki-on yung mga camera ninyo, please. Paki-on yung mga camera ninyo lahat kayo.
Ulit yung question, ma'am.
Is robbery and carnapping considered fortuitous event?
Yes, ma'am.
Galapia. Galapia.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? As a rule, there is no person liable in case of fortuitous event. Are there any exemption? Yes or no? That's okay, that's okay. There are many kinds of obligations, but today we will discuss pure and conditional obligations, obligations with a period, alternative and facultative obligations, joint and solidary obligations, divisible and indivisible obligations, and obligations with a penal clause. You must know the difference between a pure and conditional obligations. Okay. Who knows the difference between a pure and conditional obligation? Volunteer.
Ma'am, pwedeng basahin ko po?
Sige. Bawi ka.
A pure obligation is immediately demandable regardless of the presence of a condition of a term or period, while a condition is a pure and uncertain event. This includes acquisition of proof or knowledge of the past event unknown to the parties.
Okay. Yun lang? May isa lang?
Ma'am?
May isa lang may TED mo? Isa lang yon. Madami yan. Sige, okay lang. Sige. Okay, I will discuss to you pure obligation, conditional, and suspensive and resolutory conditions. Okay? You listen. A pure obligation from the word pure. Diba? Ano yung Tagalog na pure? Puro. Diba? Clear. Okay? In a pure obligation, it is only demandable once. May salang. Gamin nga pure siya. So, iisa lang siya. Wala siyang kahalo. Okay? Walang condition, walang kahalo. That is pure obligations. Ano naman ang conditional obligations? So, from the word condition. Okay? So, conditional obligations are those where the acquisition of right or the extinguishment or loss of those already acquired shall depend upon the happening of an event. So, sa conditional obligations, merong mangyayari in order for that obligation to be complied with. What are these conditions na sinasabi? There are two. It can be a resolutory or a suspensive condition. What is a resolutory condition? Miss Akapuyan. Akapuyan. Andito ka na ba, Akapuyan? Wala. Bugarin.
Ma'am, pwede mag-volunteer?
Mamaya, bigyan natin ng chance yung mga zero. Bugarin. Rochina.
Ma'am,
Oh, bakit inay?
may ay. Pwede mag-volunteer oh.
Damdama, tawagik pa lang dagiti na zero. Rochina. Rochina?
Ma'am, di ko alam, ma'am.
Okay. De Los Santos.
Ma'am, pakiulit yung question.
What is a resolutory condition?
Resolutory condition or condition subsequent or one the fulfillment of which will extinguish an obligation or right already existing, ma'am.
Anya met the suspensive condition.
Ma'am.
Wait lang.
Ma'am.
Si Reneo.
Ulit.
Si Reneo. Wala si Reneo? Natakot ata si Reneo, nag-left the group. Shira, ay okay na si Shira. Wait lang. Eunice.
Ma'am, ako, ma'am.
Eunice. Hindi si Eunice.
Ma'am, wait. La. Ma'am, wait lang. Ma'am, ako.
Alam nyo no, hindi kasi kayo nagsusulat. Nakadepend lang kayo sa cellphone ninyo. Hindi kayo nagsusulat, hindi kayo nagti-take down ng notes. And everything that will result because of your negligence on your part, alam nyo na I'm giving you the chance, Eunice. I will not wait for you, Eunice.
I volunteer.
Okay, volunteer.
Ma'am, siya.
Espejo.
Suspensive condition is a condition which suspends rights and obligation or the validity of the entire contract until a certain future event occurs.
Okay. Espejo, bibigyan ko kayo ng situation. Magtatawag ako ng tao, ha? Bibigyan ko ng 1,000,000 si Espejo kung makakapasa siya sa subject ko. Is that a resolutory or a suspensive condition, Miss Eunice? Eunice?
Ma'am, suspensive.
Okay, sa wakas, nakakuha ka na ng tamang sagot. Okay. Next. Kung okay. Andito na ba si Regunayan? Wala pa rin, no? Wala na ata talaga to.
Ma'am, meron na.
Regunayan?
Ma'am,
Kindly give me an example of resolutory condition.
for example, ma'am, ako, in payment of his, wait lang, ma'am. Example of resolutory condition, ma'am, is if princess in payment of his debt
to me, to Nika, has been himself to give the 3,000 monthly allowance until Nika graduate from college.
Mm.
So princess obligation is demandable now, but it shall be extinguished or terminated upon the happening of the resolutory condition, ma'am.
Okay,
Nika's graduate.
okay, very good. So, I think that will wrap up our discussion for today.